We live. Alright, bet. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a great time. So, today I want to talk about self-love. I mean, I always do, but like, I'm gonna really get into it, you feel me? So, I feel like when people throw around the term self-love a lot, and I don't feel like it's truly explained how to figure out what it means to you. You feel me? Like, when I was transitioning from giving out so much love to people and letting go of all that shit, you feel me? And that hero complex that I had at one point in time, I was like, well, what the fuck is self-love? Like, how do I do it? You feel me? And I'll be on Twitter and Instagram and I'll be seeing like little posts and shit. And you know, they be like, taking a bath is a form of self-love. And then I'll take the bath and I'll be sitting there like, the fuck? Like, what's next? You feel me? Like, sitting there like, what the fuck? This is not working. So, in order for you to figure out what self-love is to you or how to give it to yourself, you have to figure out what your form of love is in general, or what your love language is, aka. So, a good way for you to like just put it into, for it to be like straight to the point, is just look at how you treat other people. Look at the person you love the most and look at how you treat them. You want to express that love inward, okay? So for me, after I first realized how I was treating other people and started treating them good, that next step is to start treating yourself good. So in treating myself good, to figure out what my own form of love was, I looked at my mother because I love her very dearly. And I'm quite a romantic person. I like to do little shit for people just to make them feel good. So I would go and get her flowers, or I'll get her a card, send her a little cute text here and there, just like make her day brighter. So looking at that, then I want to reflect that. So when I go get her flowers, I'm going to get myself flowers to make me feel good. When I go write her a little cute little letter, I'm going to write myself a letter too, just to make me feel good. You just want to reflect whatever works for you personally. There's no guide to figuring out, you know, what exactly it is. You just have to figure it out for yourself. Like, at the end of the day, there's never going to be another you. There are people who relate to you, but at the end of the day, you got to, you know, it's self, that's it. Self. You gotta figure out what works for you. So, if you're someone who likes to give compliments, start giving yourself compliments. If you're somebody who, what else is a form of self-love? If you're somebody who like loves wine and you like to let people taste wine, you like to give wine out, like if you're just a wine-ass person, drink a cup of wine to make yourself feel good. It's whatever you like, whatever makes you feel good is your form of self-love. Just like with meditation, like some people can't sit the fuck, like me, I don't like to just sit there, you feel me? Like I can sit there for a couple minutes, but at the end of the day, like that's not my form of meditation. You have to figure out what works for you personally. It's about your ending goal. Only focus on your goal and your intention when you're practicing things that are going to help benefit you mentally. So when you're practicing your meditation, you want to make sure you're trying to get to the point where you are in a flow mind state and you're not overthinking. That's all the point. It doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing. It's just about the state of mind you're getting to. When you're practicing self-love, it's not about what you're exactly doing. It's about how it's going to make you feel. And you can use people as an example for how you should reflect inward. I feel like the biggest joke on this fucking planet is like when people say you have to sacrifice yourself, or that, oh, you have to be a selfless person. The fuck? You can't get rid of yourself, so yourself is literally sitting here suffering while you're treating other people better than you're treating yourself, and you're expecting to feel good afterwards. For the people who you see them and they're always happy, but then they hate to be alone, they're missing a big portion of self-love. They need to reflect that inward. That jolly person that you are around other people, be that for yourself because you deserve it. And that's exactly how it should be. The complex of being a selfless person or having that hero complex, it only makes you like expect something in return. If you are respecting something in return when you're giving love to somebody, that is not love because you're looking to fill a void within yourself. When you are truly giving love, you don't expect anything back because you have so much inside of you that it just spills out. You're not giving it out. It spills out because you're already filled. You look to yourself first. You be a self person first. Oh, you give love to yourself first, and then watch how it pours out. People love me because you love me. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be the other way around. That's the biggest fucking joke on this planet. But anyways, let me get to the point. So the point being, once you figure out what your form of love is and you start reflecting it to yourself, it's going to be a very big difference in your life. Okay, when you wake up and you happy to have another day to try again and it just feels great, you have had a solid foundation of self-love made for you, and that's exactly the way that it should be. And once you start practicing applying these levels of love to yourself, your inner thought, that voice in your head, is going to start being so nice to you. So nice to you. Then you're going to start enjoying being by yourself, because you're going to be like, oh, peace. Like, damn, I ain't got to deal with nobody's shit. I can just sit here with me. Oh, yeah, we chilling. We cool. That's how it should be. And it shouldn't be you being irritated or you being sad or you feeling any type of way. Now, of course, emotions are meant to show you things. They're not meant to hurt you, number one. But constantly trying to run from yourself is not where you should be. And that's not okay. So, next thing that really helped me with figuring out what self-love is to me is understanding my energy and how it works, what it is, what vibrations is, what my chakras are. That was a big eye-opener for me. I feel like we live in a society that doesn't really amplify the importance of energy, even though it is the most important thing on this planet, on this field. Like, to speak to someone, you are giving someone energy just in words. I'm giving whoever's watching this video energy just by speaking it. And because it's positive, it is a high vibration just because I'm speaking it on that level. When you speak it negatively to someone, you are giving out lower vibrational energy. And in turn, you are poisoning yourself in the inside. And it can affect your auric field, meaning your chakras. You have 7 chakras. You have your crown, you got your third eye, you got your throat, you got your chakra. You got your heart chakra, you got your solar plex, you have your sacral chakra, and you have your root chakra. These all can apply to you on a physical level along with your energetic level. So, for example, when I was extremely off balance and I just wasn't taking care of myself the way I should have been, my solar plex was underactive. It wasn't working the way it should have been. My aura was ashy as fuck, okay? And the solar plex has to do with your willpower and your strength. In turn, because it wasn't active the way it should have been, I was a little bit paranoid. I was scared of the dark, okay? I was letting people little boy me. I was letting people just what is it called? What's the word? Where people be running over you? Doormat, like a little doormat, you feel me? I was giving out too much and I wasn't taking enough in for myself. So I was having problems with, right here. Also, another one I had problems with, I had a lot of problems with my throat chakra because I wasn't speaking up for myself. You feel me? I was always holding back thoughts. I was always in my head. So I was having a lot of problems here. And it physically manifested to the point, and look how it physically, so when I was having problems with my solar plex, I was getting anxiety. Where does anxiety sit? Right here. That's where you feel that little fucking feeling where it just fucking, ugh, it's nasty. You feel me? And then for my throat chakra, I was always having my neck was always fucking hurting. I was like, what the hell? I ain't even be doing nothing. Why my neck hurting and shit? It's because I wasn't speaking up for myself. And it physically manifests. So whenever you have a physical problem, you might need to see how it relates to your chakras and what you need to heal inside yourself mentally. I found out this by getting Reiki. Reiki is like a doctor for your aura or for your energy. And I actually learned how to do it. So my point in telling you guys this is that I found this book. I don't think it was not by chance. And I found this book. So I have a few. I have 10. And I want to give 10 away along with a Reiki session because now I know how to do it. So if you are in the Phoenix area, feel free to DM me to enter yourself into the rally to get this book and then a free Reiki session. I'm just going to be giving you insight on where you might need to work at, And then so you can learn more about yourself. Because learning more about how energy can affect you and affect your reality is literally going to change your life. And it's going to give you so much power to the fact that just by changing your thought process in an instant can change what might happen to you next. But yeah, that was it. So y'all have a beautiful day. DM me if you want to enter. And yeah.